Back on IceTime.TV with Cardiff Devils player coach Andrew Lord after a penalty shot defeat against the Belfast Giants. And Andrew, there are a lot of good things in that performance from the Devils, but ultimately did you kind of snatch defeat from the jaws of victory there?
Yeah, it's a pretty gross feeling right now, to say the least. And you know, I've never really been a part of a stretch of games like this where, you know, there's a lot of good minutes and a lot of good things, and just a couple games finding ways to lose here. And you know, tonight ultimately just, you know, need a killer instinct there. I thought we played a very good 60 minutes overall, maybe minus the first 3 or 4 minutes of the game, and pretty good control. Had our chances, and you know, credit to a very hardworking Belfast team. They stuck with it there, and you know, if you don't put a team away, things can happen, and that's exactly what happened on that you know, that bounce there with 5 seconds to go.
Does this become a little bit of a mental thing now that you've got to solve? As you say, a lot of good things tonight, a lot of good things last night in Fife, but at the moment the Devils maybe, when playing with a lead, can look vulnerable at times?
I'm not so sure about that. I thought, you know, if we were that weak mentally, we wouldn't have come back last night. I thought in a very tough building in Fife there, you know, to a man, we stepped up, down 2-0 after a tough start. And you know, I guess that being said, we probably could have learned a bit of a lesson from last night where a team's throwing pucks to the net and they were able to get one and then almost tie it up late. But I mean, it's a puck thrown in from just over the blue line off one of our own sticks. Just a very, you know, unlucky bounce for one of our, you know, one of the best defensemen in the league, really. So, you know, you go through the other games, Dundee, we just didn't have a great start. We ran into a very hot goaltender. Fife, you know, really third period there. Nottingham, I thought we had a very good performance. You know, could have gone either way again. I really think the majority of those performances are just a killer instinct. I'd say Fife was a game management thing 2 games ago in the third. And tonight was definitely, again, I've said it a few times now, that, you know, when you're up, a couple power plays, a lot of chances, you know, we got enough scorers on this team to get the job done, to put it, you know, get us a couple goal lead or put it out of reach, and we didn't do that.
From the gantry, it looked like a very physical game out there tonight. Obviously, an Adam Keefe team comes in with a game plan, and respect for that. There was a lot of close hits and physicality. Was the team comfortable with that? Did it put you guys off the stride at all? And you know, this looks like it's a rivalry that's going good this year. No,
I thought we were fine. I thought you know, Justin Farina steps up big time early on there. You know, I thought our forecheck wasn't as good as it's been. I thought our puck management on the dump-ins needed to be a bit better to make it a bit harder on their defensemen. At the same time, they have 6 very good defensemen that moved the puck well tonight. That gave us a bit of trouble. Would have liked to get it on the body a bit more, obviously, but you know, leading up to that, I thought we've had that for the most part over the last 10 games. And you know, obviously we're missing a few guys that are, you know, very good in that category. A Joe Haddad, you know, obviously a Mark Lewis, even a Craig Moore with his physicality, but I think we got more than enough, and I don't think that was the issue. I thought we had a ton of puck possession. I thought we had a ton of chances. You know, you get 1 or 2 more, you know, in the second there or in the third, and I don't think we're having this conversation.
Why has that killer instinct disappeared? As you say, there's a lot of talented players on this team. There's a lot of goal scorers on this team. Are guys clutching their sticks a little too tightly? You know, I suppose it's, you know, if you can answer the question directly, you'd be the top coach in the NHL, winning a lot of Stanley Cups. But how do you get that killer instinct back?
I think it's very individual. You know, I'm sure a few guys maybe that haven't been scoring at the pace they want to be scoring at, yeah, maybe squeezing it a bit. You know, I thought we had it for the most part throughout the game, and then or throughout the first 30 minutes or so, and then it just dried up slightly. But you know, it's a game of inches or less. So, you know, we'll review the tape here. We'll have a good practice before we head up back up north again.
I was going to say, you're a coach who, you know, attention to detail is everything, and you love the preparation. Are these midweek games at the moment hurting a little in the amount of preparation and time on the ice you guys can have to work towards your opponents?
I mean, it always makes it a little tougher, but the other team is the same thing. So, I mean, this last week I thought we had a great work week. I thought our work rate throughout the course of the weekend was very good. I thought we bought into the game plan, you know, pretty much over a good, probably 110 minutes or so. And yeah, I think we're fine. I think we'll go back at it on Tuesday, score a few more goals on Wednesday when we're playing well, and we'll be in good shape.
And just finally, Andrew, I know hockey front and centre, but of course it was a special night away from the game of hockey tonight, showing that sport is inclusive of absolutely everybody, and the pride you take in the Cardiff Devils organisation leading the way on that.
Yeah, I think, you know, hats off to the ownership group and Todd Kelman and obviously Andrew Hotham spearheading it. You know, for a lot of us that have been in the game for a long time now, when you first came into the pro ranks 10 years ago, this kind of stuff wasn't even really allowed to be talked about. So I think the awareness that's been you know, brought forth around the world really, and the team doing their part, the organization doing their part, and the fans getting behind it is awesome. And yeah, it's been very, very good. I think it's raised a lot of awareness in and around the rink, and I'm sure that'll help the whole thing going forward.
Absolutely, well said, Andrew. Thank you as ever for your honesty. Good luck. Safe travels to Edinburgh on Wednesday night.
You got it, thanks.